Okay, today we're asking the question, what strategy do directors employ for career sustainability? Now, the first thing that I would say is that always be seeking to get better. Understand this though, the first film out of the gate for you as a director is always going to be your first film. Now, if you mess that up and bobble, that doesn't mean your career is over, but truly focus when you're doing that first film to try to make it the best thing possible, right? It's always going to be a learning film, but if it's something where you can throw back and say, yeah, that was a really great film, like Damien Chazelle, who directed La La Land, all right? His first film, Whiplash, right? His first feature film. He did a short about that, but when he directed Whiplash, it was like amazing, right? It gets nominated for Best Picture. Like out of the gate, you know that person is amazing, okay? So as a director, you want to do your best work initially that you possibly can, but still strive to get better and better. Still have that in your mind that you're going to get better and better with each film. You take your first film and you go, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? What am I going to put into the next film? But as far as career sustainability goes, the key with directors that I've seen go from short films to I'm thinking of one in particular to a feature that was a $50,000 feature and then suddenly directed $2 million and now is directing monster studio movies. The reason that happened is because he always had the next step planned out. So when you have, say you're directing your first feature, it's a $50,000 feature, the question should be, what is next? It shouldn't be like, oh, let me just get this done and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do. It's what's next always. So it's like, I have this script here, this is what I want to do, I'm going to do this one, and then this one is the next one, right? And line that up in your head. Now, it's okay, that could change and then maybe you get a different opportunity or something like that, but at least you have to have a plan. So for you, it's like, as a director, you're going to do your best kind of work right out of the gate that you could possibly do. Evaluate that. What did I do right? What did I do wrong? What do I want to push onto the second one? What did I learn really? But no, all right, this is the next one I want to do. And that next one should be a step up. You shouldn't be thinking, oh, maybe a little less budget this time or go down. It should be the next level for your career. And then if you look at it as a ladder and you're moving yourself up and each time getting better and better, progressively getting higher and higher on that ladder, then that's career sustainability. And if you find a way to get somehow branded as a director, and that's another piece of advice that I would give you, is to not do shotgun and do a comedy, a drama, a horror movie. I really think you should focus on one of those things, the things that you like the most, so that when somebody like me decides to produce another horror movie, they go, oh yeah, this gal, she's director of horror films, right? Like she just does really great horror films. Okay, that's what you think in your head. But if you just think, oh yeah, this person direct, yeah, they're good, but they've done all kinds. They're not going to think of you right away when they have their horror film, because if you have branded yourself as a horror director, they'll think of you much quicker. So I think that's another aspect for career sustainability, is branding yourself as well. Trying to get to that genre that you love the most and doing better and better. Those steps that I said, getting better and better, moving up the ladder and do it in a specific genre, you will have a long career.